Good morning, guys. My name is Cade,
I'm Alexis.
and this is
The InnerViews.
Alright, so last time, or not even last time, I guess like the past few videos, like our first couple of videos, until the paintball thing, which I hope y'all watched because we went through a lot of pain to record that, so go check that out. There's the aftermath of my shirt that I wore. It's gonna stay there forever. Anyway, we've honestly been focusing a lot on like kind of what women think. We're kind of getting like the women perspective for the men. So this time we decided we're gonna go ahead and get the male perspective for the women.
All right, Kate. So one of the questions that a girl DM'd me was, what are our thoughts on going on dates? It's like,
Ooh, that's a tough one. Like, what does she mean? Our thoughts on going out on dates? Let's pick that apart first. On that question.
okay, so like what I was thinking about is like maybe them trying to like feel like they don't have to pay for anything. If I ask a girl out on a date or even hang out, I'm already gonna be like, hey, I'm paying, don't worry. Even if they feel like, hey, I like, no, let me take this. Like, okay, it's like, I mean, that'll be lenient. Be like, okay, let me pay for the meal, and then you could pay for the tip, or you can, just give me like $10 for gas. But I mean, that's what I see. Or you can think about it as in like, what do we like going on days? Do we like spontaneous or do we like to plan it out? Me, I prefer it to be spontaneous. Like I seriously do, and because I never like being planned out or anything like that, because it can get boring and it's like a girl doesn't want anything to be planned out unless it's like a marriage or some shit like that. But I'm very spontaneous. As you can even tell, Kay, I like to be spontaneous a
Very
lot.
true. Like this dude will just like randomly wake up and just go driving downtown Dallas at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, because it's like I don't have anything to do, and I like clearing my mind out. So I like doing things on my own time, and sometimes I'll try to invite a friend. Like it'll be like 2 a.m. Be like, and I see someone up, I'll be like, hey, you want to come with me to go do something? They're like, dude, it's 2 a.m. I was like, okay, and like, bro, you don't work tomorrow.
The adventures.
Stop being a bitch. Let me. Come on, bro.
I think you're wrong about that though. I think girls do like having stuff planned out, but they don't like to know about it being planned out, right? They want you to plan it in your head and just be like, "Hey, baby, get dressed. We're gonna go do this, that, and the third." I think they like doing that. They like that shit. But you know what? You know what? I think that's kind of messed up. Cause like we have to do all the planning, and then you get to be surprised on this random adventure, right? What if we want that? What if we want to be surprised with a random?
That is
adventure?
true.
Like I like to be spontaneous. You like it to be spontaneous. But guess what? It's only spontaneous for you because I planned this whole thing out. I don't really think that's fair.
We took time out of our day to plan everything out, and you know, and we want that happen to us, because sometimes
every once in a while, I just think it's a spontaneous thing. Like, hey, you want to hang out today? Yes, I do. Okay, cool. Come pick me up, and then we'll I'll even drive. I don't care. Like, if it's a spontaneous thing, I'll drive us there. Just fucking give me directions. That's all I care about. Like, shit.
Is sex an important factor in settling down? I mean, in my opinion, yes, because you also want to have fun. I mean, like the relationships have to be 50-50, where I don't want to be doing all the work. It won't be fun. You know what I'm saying? But Kate has more experience in this than I do. I'm just.
I would say honestly, I think sex is a pretty important factor for me at least. Just because like if I have a high sex drive and she doesn't want to have sex as much as I do, I'm gonna feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like maybe she doesn't find me attractive. Am I letting myself go? Am I not trying hard enough? I'm just gonna have all these insecurities form because my sex drive is like at level 50 and hers is at like 20, and I want to fuck her all the time, and she just doesn't want it. And at the end of the day, like it just causes more problems. So it's not even about the actual sex itself; it's just about the problems that can form from not having sex enough with your partner.
Yeah, basically what he said, but it's very tough because like a lot of girls just think that we want to use them for sex, which is could maybe be true.
Sometimes that's very true.
It is very true. It's because like it's like with women, it's like every guy has their stage, and so do women. It's like women have like the whole phase, which fucks up the guy because the nice guy that always try to get like don't know that a girl's in her whole phase will turn out like will become a fuckboy later on, and it sucks because a lot like I'm a nice guy, but I already got played on, especially the last year, which fucking sucked. For a whole summer, I spent with a girl that never liked me back. He was there to witness it. He saw me cry because of her, and he's like, we don't deserve to be treated like this, or nice guys don't deserve because it's not our fault that you like some guy in your past like screwed you over or anything like that. And if it's a guy like him, where in his past, where he used to go around like with a lot of girls, but now he found himself a fucking queen, a fucking wife, finally. No offense to the other girls that he's dated or any girls that has been
Nah,
watching.
fuck them hoes.
Hey. But you know what I'm saying is like, this doesn't mean I'm gonna switch up to be a fuckboy because I'm fucking 5'3", which means it's hard for me to even get a girl in the first place.
He's 5'2".
Nah, my license though.
Your license is lying.
Fuck you. No, but you know what I'm saying? I'm still a nice person no matter what. It's just like, I'm just gonna view you differently. But you know what I'm saying? Like another question that came up was, give me 1 second, was like, does a woman's body count affect if you want to take them in as a wife or try to become something serious with them? Which is technically no, because if it happens in the past, it's in the past. And the only thing I'm concerned about is the future. I mean, look at Cade. Like, what do you say about this?
Alright, it's gonna sound backwards because, to be honest, my body count isn't low. But I think when it comes to a female, I feel like it's different in a way. And I know it's gonna sound sexist and all that shit, but I just feel like it is different because, I mean, they do have like that societal pressure to not have a high body count. And I feel like with that pressure, like, there is some truth. I feel like if a girl's body count is too high, like I would say honestly, and this is a pretty high number too, I would say like 30. If there's like 25 to 30, I'm not doing that shit no more, bro.
That's a porn star right there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, exactly. So
I mean, it's like
at that point they're just sluts. Like,
hey, unless she's selling her body for money, as in like long roads, Riley Reid, or anybody like a porn star, then that's different because they're making money out of it. But if it's just a damn deal fucking for the streets and you're getting like tossed around like a fucking tub of mayo, then yeah, that's a different story.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a certain point, there's a certain limit. So, like, I don't really care, but there's a point at which you have to question, well, damn, she's had this many bodies, why didn't anyone want her? And then after a little bit, you kind of find out why. But, I'm just saying,
yeah,
bitches be crazy, bro.
That is true.
So, I mean, I feel like the answer is no to a certain extent, but at some point you have to sit back and like question why the body count is so high in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, unless you took like you waited a year and then like she's like her body count's like 15, and then she stopped for a whole year to like focus on or something. That's a different story because now she's switching from a whole phase to become something better than what she become in her past. But like another a question is like because I'm the one that could find out these questions because I had to like I Snapchatted a lot of girls asking them, hey, this and that, like this is like what we want to do, ask us any questions. But it seems to me like a lot of girls are too shy to ask us any or don't know, which I call bullshit. Like a basic question was like they asked us or that I got DM was like, do we prefer women with or without makeup? Me, I prefer women that know how to do their makeup, but look better natural. Because bro, it's like I don't want to wake up next to a woman one day and then fucking eyebrows are falling off or eyelashes.
They got washed off overnight.
I know a girl that does that. I feel bad for the guy because they're gonna wake up and be like, "Oh shit!
What the fuck did I get myself into?"
And it's not good though. But then again, you don't want a girl to look cakey either because you don't want to be like wearing like. Let's say you're wearing a white tee, she comes in to hug you, but all that makeup is gonna fucking come off of her and be like, "Oh fuck, my white tee." I seen that happen.
Bro, let me tell you how many white tees I used to have. I used to have at least 30 white tees, just plain white tees. That's it. You know, you just look sexy as fuck. You know, you pull up in some fucking shorts and a white tee, a tight one that shows off your muscles, a little fucking chain, silver chain around your neck. Man, let me tell you, I look clean as shit. Bitches that wear makeup will come up and try to hug me, and then it's just covered in fucking makeup. Doesn't come off. Let me tell you right now, makeup does not come off. And if it does, teach me fucking how. Leave in the comments how to fix a white stain. It's a problem. I have so much makeup on my white t-shirts. Anyway, point is, all I'm saying is, like, that shit is so fucking annoying. You know, so
No, I agree with you. It is annoying because it's like like we're trying to look nice and good and all that shit for y'all, but just control how much makeup you have. If you gotta use makeup to look good, and then that's like,
that's a lie. You're literally lying to us.
Yeah, you're lying to us.
Have you seen those videos where like they go like on like Twitter or like YouTube or whatever, and it's like before and after. It's like before they should have looked like a fucking man, and then after they look like models, like Instagram models. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, you're also going on without wearing too much makeup. So there's girls that are 16, but when they without makeup, like their actual age is 16, but once they put on that makeup, they're 21, and then they can get into any bar, any club, just because they look like they're 21. And then guys will be hitting on them, and then they'll go after the guy, but it turns out a fucking case pops up saying that she got pregnant by a guy that's 21, 22-year-old, which fucks us over because it makes us look like we're pedophiles, even though they're the ones trying to go out, have a good time, but at the wrong age, or trying to go out with their friends because their friends told them, oh, it's fine, it's this and that. It's like it happens, it repeats itself every time. And like we're never gonna win no matter what. The judge is always gonna rule in the favor of the girl because it's gonna be considered as rape, even though the girl who's 16 clearly wore makeup in the intent of trying to hook up with guys. And it disgusts me, but
see, I think 100% you're right. I feel like if you're at a 21 and up club and you're 21 and up in a club, and a girl comes in who's 16 and underage, and you start hitting on her, and she does not tell you that she's 16. If there is no verbal communication, no written communication, like if she does not confess to you that she is below the age of 18 and that she's a minor, then right then and there, I feel like the guy should not be charged. Only because she had every chance to tell him, hey, I'm 16. And you know what's gonna happen? Oh, my bad. And they're gonna walk away. But no, they don't tell the men that. They like what are we supposed to do? ID them after they're already in a 21 and up club? Our assumption, we've had something to drink, it's a club, we're drunk, obviously. We're having a good time. Our thought process isn't, oh, let me see some ID. This is a 21 and up club. We're gonna automatically assume you're fucking 21 and up. It's just how it fucking works. Because it's the rule to get in the club.
What makes a girl dateable versus a fling?
Okay, you know what? I like that one. Okay, so let's see. Dateable versus a fling. I think it's a lot about where a guy's at in his life. So for me, it doesn't matter what kind of girl you are. Like you could be an amazing girl, like all around amazing. And if I'm just not in the right point in time in my life, I'm not gonna date you because I don't think it's fair to you, and I just don't have the time. So I think it has a lot to do with that. But as far as personality traits go, I feel like there's just like I don't even know how to explain it. There's just like you talk to a girl for like 10 minutes and you're like, oh shit, wifey material, or she's good to fuck, and then bye. And you can also do that just by looking at a girl.
That
like,
is true.
There's times like you just look at a girl and know she's a slut, or you can just look at a girl and know, oh, she's definitely down to ride. Like, you know what I mean? And like it sounds fucked up. Like, don't judge a book by its cover, but 9 times out of 10, you're right. Like, if you ever talk to a girl that you look at and you know she's a slut, talk to her, and then you'll find out she actually is a slut.
Yeah. And it's like really ain't talking about the way they dress either, because a lot of girls that are like wifey material, they do dress, kind of slutty, but you can't judge anything about that, because I do know a lot of girls that dress like that, and like you talk to them, you're like, damn, she got her shit going on. I mean, she has her shit like together, and you're like, damn, that's wifey material. But it's like like I said, don't judge a book by its cover. But 9 out of 10, it's true.
Very true.
Can a guy and a girl be just friends? What do you think?
I think that regardless of anything, right? If a guy and a girl are friends at some point in time, like, have you ever noticed that most guys don't have an ugly girl friend? Have you noticed that? Yeah. Girls have a lot of ugly guy friends, and I think that's awesome. Like, if I see that my girlfriend is friends with an ugly dude or a dude that I just look at, I'm like, it's not a threat. Awesome, dude. Go be friends with them. I don't care. But however, if they have an attractive guy friend, I think that there's a little more going on. I feel like in that case, he's kind of like the backup. Because, I mean, a lot of girls and a lot of guys, I've been guilty of it before. I don't have one now, but like before I was in a relationship, I always had a backup girl. A girl that like I know I could fall back on in the case that like we broke up or didn't work out.
You had plenty.
I did have plenty. It was nice. But like, I'm just saying, like, you have to be cautious about, like, and I don't want to say because your girlfriend can be friends with anyone she wants to be friends with, and I'm not going to stop her. But you have to, like, keep tabs on how much she hangs out with them. Like, not, like, keep tabs on it necessarily. I don't know how to put it into words, but, like, if they talk too much, it's kind of a problem. Like, if that is her absolute best friend and he's also, like, good looking and, like, he's a threat, I think that's an issue.
That is, I mean, it's like what you're saying is like, if she comes at you all the time talking about him, then you know damn well there's something going on behind your back.
I don't think that's true. I don't think she's necessarily cheating at that point, but I think she's emotionally invested in him to the point where if we broke up, they would get together. And that's the issue.
Like, it's like that fucking thing, that trend that's going on where you tell your girl to call your guy best friend and let him know, hey, we broke up, or hey, you're down to fuck, he's not. And you know damn well that guy best friend is gonna say yes. What if you get rejected? Would you still be friends with her?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go, because that happened to me plenty of times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, like, you know, at the end of the day, you see her as like a sister now.
Yeah, it's like at the end of the day, you get rejected. That's fine. Like, hey, well, I liked you for a reason. I liked you because you're cool. So, cool, yeah. And then you don't have to worry about trying to impress her anymore. You know, it's almost the best.
It is the best because then you just treat her as like one of the guys.
Yeah, exactly. You're not trying to impress her anymore. You don't have to like pay for anything to like get her to be on your side. Like, no, you're just friends. You can just go and vibe. And that's the best kind of girl and guy friendships, is that like one got rejected, so you know there's no interest anymore, and like, you know what I mean. Yeah. So you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. The only issue is like if she brings on talking about other dudes' problems to you. I'll say stop. Like, bro, I'm not here to like, I'm your friend and all, but once you start talking about another dude and his problems to like me, then I'm gonna be like, bro, like, what am I? Like, you're fucking, what's it called? Therapist? It's like, we could be friends, but don't come at me for like guy problems. Cause unless I talk to you about it, like, hey, you have any issues going on? Let me know.
I think girls definitely use guy friends, pretty heavily, to like get advice on relationships and stuff, which like is cool or whatever, I guess. But like a lot of the times, I think when guys are friends with you and just friends with you, like I feel like they're friends with you because they think you're cool. They want to hang out with you. They want to do this, that, and third. But like when girls are friends with guys, I think it's more like always a backup, or you can give me advice on my relationship. Like they think of how they can use you to their advantage. I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah. Where do we go for like relationship advice? Which is obvious with the lads, with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's like if you have any questions about girls, we usually talk to each other or amongst like the group of friends that we have.
Yeah, put that shit in the group chat. Yeah. Actually, that actually just happened to me. One of my friends recently like found out that his girl was cheating on him, and the first thing he did was put it in the group chat. He was like, "Hey, this, that, and the third happened," and like the dude who like cheated, like who she cheated with, was in our friend group too. So he was just giving us a heads up, like, hey, don't bring a girl around this guy because he don't give a fuck, he don't respect boundaries, this and that. So just be careful with who you bring around him. Like, if you have a girl, don't bring him around, like that kind of thing. I think that was pretty cool to like give us a heads up, and then he talked to us and we gave him our side of like, hey, what should I do? And we were like, this, that, and third, and like it's just like, you know what I mean? Like you get like everyone's input, and like because people have different perspectives. And
yeah, so. It's the same way with y'all, with women. Like they go off to like their best friend. And they're like, but y'all, they do it worse though. Y'all do it worse. Not gonna lie. Bro. Y'all just screenshot everything, talk to them, but like y'all don't even communicate about it. You guys try to instigate, like, oh yeah, you know what, fuck them, let's just go clubbing, you know, show it off. And it's like no, you're not communicating. With the guys, we communicate.
We talk about
We
it.
talk about it. We sit down. We have a few beers. We sit around and like we talk about it. But
y'all literally jump to fuck him. Let's go get fucked up and fuck other guys. Like,
yeah,
no,
jump straight to conclusions.
right.
Like, fuck him. Don't worry about him. Men and shit. And it's like,
y'all are too quick to just support. Like, no matter what happens to guys, they're wrong. Like, literally, she cheated on me, right? Like, let's just say hypothetically, this girl I'm dating, like, let's just say her name is fucking Emily, right? Fucking Emily over here fucking goes and cheats on me. And then it's like, oh my god, like, I just had to go fuck someone else because his dick just wasn't good. Like, and y'all like, yeah, fuck him, his dick sucks. Yeah, man, fuck his dick. Go get some other dick. Like, y'all are just so quick to be on their side about everything. Doesn't matter what it is. Like, it's like the dumbest shit to me. And it's like sometimes you have to put people in their place, like your best friends. Like, I will tell this man when he's out, like when he's in the wrong, I'll be like, yo, shut the fuck up. Like, you're stupid. Like we put each other in check and like we talk about like, let's talk about shit, bro. And y'all just jump to it like, fuck him, cheat on him, break up with him, minute shit. Like, damn, bro, relax.
Like, you gotta find yourself either new friends or you gotta cut that shit.
Yeah, just go
Because
to someone
you're
else.
not helping at all.
What makes me mad though is when a girl has a problem within the relationship and she doesn't talk to you about it at all.
Oh god! And they go straight to their friend. It's like, bro, that's what the relationship is about: communication.
See, I think you can go straight to your friends, but I think after you talk it out with them, you go back to your man, or like you talk it out with him and then go to your friends, or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't cut out your friends at all, but like, fucking talk to us too. Like, it's our relationship. We need to know what the fuck is going on.
I mean, 100%. I mean, so what about this? How long should you wait before you have sex, like for a date?
I honestly feel like you can have sex on the first date. I feel like you can have sex on the second date. I feel like you can have sex on the third. Anywhere between 1 and 5 is okay. All right, guys, that's all the questions we got for today. Big shout out to the people who sent us these questions. Some of the questions we had, we kind of just like found, but a lot of those were actually questions from girls that we know. So big shout out to those. If you're watching,
thank you so much. If you have more questions, please DM us. Like, seriously, just DM us.
So we have our personal Instagram and Twitter up in the channel bio, and then our Twitter is I'll put it somewhere right here when we're editing. So like it'll be between us, probably somewhere around here.
Probably above it.
Maybe
most likely above us.
Probably above us, like where the shirt is.
I mean, like, just, I know we're small. We're a very small channel. We just started. But, we have big dreams, big ambitions. We plan on actually having people to talk with us.
That's gonna happen soon.
Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
And,
collabing with other YouTubers and stuff.
yes, sir.
It's in the playbook.
And everybody that's doubting us right now,